Hey Billionarians, it's Billionaire Kai and welcome back to the Billionaire Club. In today's video, we will be starting a new segment called the Billionaire Corner. First things first, don't judge my hair. It's a mess, I'll fix it. Secondly, they're doing construction outside, to the houses outside, and I really want to do this video, so if you hear a little hammering and stuff like that, that's what that is, and they do it every day, okay? But anywho, the Billionaire Corner is going to be all about expansion. We're going to be expanding our lives. So in this section, I'm going to be talking about different tips or tricks or different growth experiences that I've learned or went through, as well as maybe I might have guests on here helping us learn or grow as well. And as we do it, I'm going to be expanding my makeup skills and doing things that's a little bit out of my comfort zone that I'm not really comfortable into. So we'll be talking about mental health, physical health, financial health, books that I've read or am reading, and spiritual things, non-spiritual things, social events, economic events, everything that can make us a better person, because we're not only about looking cute, but we're also about growing and mental health. Okay. So let's get into it. So the look that I've chosen to do today is very out of my comfort zone. It's very different. I'm pulling it up on my phone right now, but it's cute. It's cute, boo. It's cute and colorful, which is not me, but I think it's really cute, and I wonder if I can try it. So this may be a flop, or it might come out right, you know. And plus I'm gonna have a little twist of my own self in it, because that's only right, you know. I gotta be myself at all times. So in this, I got this look. It's a rainbow look, and it's from an Instagrammer, and her name is Meyer, and this is the look. Very colorful and very pretty. So let's get into it. Also, I will not be explaining the products that I'm using. They will be all down below, because I'm gonna be talking to it. Prime it first. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this week, or in this video, is a book that I have read and I have finished, and I must say that I enjoyed reading it, but it was kind of difficult for me to read because slavery is hard for me to read. Just thinking about my ancestors and all that they've gone through, and all that everybody's ancestors gone through, is very hard for me and emotional. So it took me a while to read it, because it puts me in that place and that mindset, and makes me think about how I would feel in that situation, and I can connect to it, so it hurts. But anyway, I love reading about my culture and my history through different things, and the book that I have read and I will recommend you guys to read will be The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. It's a great book. It's pretty much about a girl named Cora from Georgia. I'm not going to really tell you all about it because I want you to read it, but pretty much it's about Cora and her journey through the railroad to freedom. And it's a lot of twists and turns and different things that I personally didn't expect to occur, but they did, and it was good. It was very unexpected. I did feel like at times it was like not very, I think what I will say is, like, I can tell like at times it was written by a man and not a female, because it was kind of detached in a way that a woman typically wouldn't be detached, but then at the same time, like, because of slavery, maybe the women during that time were somewhat detached, or there were some women that were detached. And it also dealt with like mental health in that time period, you know. And it's like, you never really hear about the mental health of people in slavery. Like, that's a different thing that's a different concept that he brought out, and that a lot of people don't think about. I know for myself, I never really thought about mental health in slavery. Like, oh, you know, how was it mentally for them? How did they handle it? Were they able to handle it? I guess like we went with the whole stereotype of that black people can handle things, you know, and that whatever they're given, they can, especially black women, like they can take it and withstand it, which, I mean, you know, it's not always true. A lot of time it's not true. And that's why, you know, a lot of mental health, in the mental health field or in medicine period, you know, black women are looked at as they can handle more than the other races. And that's not true. And that's why a lot of black women die from heart attacks, but less black women come in for heart attacks, but they're the most that die from it, because a lot of doctors don't take their symptoms serious. They're like, oh yeah, whatever, you know. And that's something that we all have to look at even more in society, is like stop with our stereotypes of everybody, because, you know, everybody is individuals, and we need to look at individually what's going on with them, you know. So I'm about to get started on my eyes. So I think that's like one great point that this book really brought out of, and was the whole mental health factor of slavery that we don't really think about, you know. And I don't know, it was heartfelt, but it was heartfelt. And I really connected with the character. And then it also got the picture of what love was like in that time, and what it was looked at in that time, or could have been looked at in that time. And also looked at the whole black-white relationship, and how even now we can't stereotype everybody for bad or good, because it's no bad or good. So that's what I wanted to talk about with that book. I think you should go out and read it. It's a great read. And comment down below if you read it or you want to read it, and tell me what you think about it. It's good. Go get it. Next thing that I want to talk about, let me look at this picture first, because it says, what did you do? Okay. So I'm going to take this Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, because it has the most pigmented, I believe, for my skin tone. And then I'm also going to take this Take Me Back to Brazil palette, because these are the most colorful palettes that I have, because this has the blue and stuff in it. And I'm just going to pack on colors first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take something like this and pack on the colors. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, are we still on No New Friends? Is that the thing still? Do we still do new friends? Because when I was like in college days, yes, it was a little while ago for me, college, but it was, I think it was college. It was a whole No New Friends phase that came out, like song, and everybody was like, no new friends, no new friends. I got my old friends. This is all I need. I don't need nobody else. We good over here. And I was with it. I was so with that. Like, yeah, no new friends. Especially like I had like some bad friendship problems as well, with different friends that didn't come out of, I would say, my high school friends. Oops. That didn't come out, like, yeah, they didn't come out of my high school friends. And the problem with that was I started not trusting other people, because these, okay, so I went to college with all my best friends. We lived together, blah, 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 blah. So it was like, okay, it was us. We got really, really close. We didn't have any issues. They're family to me. Like, they're not friends anymore. They're family. So, and when I would make new friends, it was kind of like, oh, you making friends? And it was like that for me. Like, oh, no, we don't do friends. no friends, no new friends. You better, you can't have no new friends. You can't have no friends. Nope, Tell that girl that's not your friend. So that's how we were. No new friends, period. And I stuck by that because, like I said, I had different instances that occurred where I had friends, or yeah, considered people as friends, and they weren't friends. So I started no new friends. Like, yeah, I'm with it. We don't do new friends over here. And I truly believed that at the time. However, as I've grown and evolved in life, I see how dumb that is. No offense, if that's what you feel and how you feel, like, I get it, sis. Go ahead, like, that's what works for you. But for me and the way my life is going, that's not the smartest way of doing things and going about things. Of no new friends. That's not. Because I believe, like, that's the basic part of our evolution and why we're here on earth, is to, like, commune and be around people. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that we're supposed to be social people, and that if we stay in this little circle of no new friends, then we'll never grow, if you get what I'm saying. Because, like, not saying like these people are holding you back, but they can hold you back from your true potential in life. Because they're so used to who you were or who you are, and they may not allow you to grow to be the person that you need to be, or that you're becoming, if that makes sense. So, and all in all, like, I think that this whole no new friends and I can't have friends outside of my friends that I currently have is not the best. Is not the best way to go through life. Because if we don't have new friends or don't create new relationships, we won't be able to cultivate other relationships as well, which is needed. This is how you network and grow who you are, become the person that you're supposed to be, do different things that you're supposed. Okay, I need to blend, so 1 second. Can't talk and chew gum. Okay, let me get it. I can try. Yeah, so I pretty much believe like that whole no new friends thing was like a phase of life that maybe was needed at the time, because I was like so hurt by different friends. But in the long run, it was really hurtful, because while I'm yelling no new friends or putting that out in the atmosphere, I was either like attracting the wrong friends and people that didn't mean me well and weren't good for me and weren't positive for me for whatever reason. And yeah, instead of attracting the right people to me, which in turn caused for different issues or opportunities that I could have had in life that I missed because I wasn't open and receptive to having new friends. I also believe that through this, it also held me back socially, because so the whole idea of like no new friends is dumb to me. Like, I don't know why Drake would put that out there, like, we don't need new friends. Well, maybe he didn't need new friends, but we as average everyday people do need new friends, because if you're starting a business or if you want to grow at work, not saying like you have to be like this social butterfly or something like that, But no, like you do need to, you need to know people, because like who you know, or it a lot of the time is way more important than what you know, because who you know can help you get a position that you may not even be qualified for, you know. A lot of the times that's what happens. Like, look at all the people that has been getting into colleges and universities. A lot of times it's not because of they got these great excellent grades. A lot of the times it's because they're who their family is and who their family has access to, which is a lot of reason why African Americans and other cultures, not trying to be offensive to anybody else, but are lacking the are lacking or not receiving different jobs or positions that they may be qualified for, because they don't know, they don't have people in higher up positions. So I think, yeah, like I don't think we should be living in that no new friends mentality anymore. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be careful about who you have in your circle, because that is important. And we can talk about that too, because who you have in your circle is just as important as anything else. But with it, it is important. Don't mind my eyebrows. They're not going to get done until I get closer to going to this cruise. But yeah, so the whole no new friends, it doesn't mean that you can't be selective of who you have around you. You should be very selective about who you have around you and what you have around you. But at the same time, you should be open to meeting those new people and creating new relationships, because creating new relationships can open greater doors to you. Say for instance, maybe you don't have your own business, but say for instance, you're trying to get to med school and you're not open to meeting new people. So now you telling me that since you say no new friends or no nothing or whatever, if Joe Smo, who's a doctor, comes around and can help write you a recommendation, or has a friend that's a doctor and can help get you into different internships that can help you become admitted into schools and stuff, you mean to tell me no new friends? No, like that's childish and immature, and we have to get out of that immature thinking. And I think it's time for people in power. Not saying that Drake's like in power like that, but he has a lot of influence on a lot of people, and I think that with his influence or stuff, we need to start spreading more positive things. I'm gonna clean up right under my eyebrows a little bit. We need to start spreading more positive thinking and ways for our community to advance in a positive way, or people period to advance in a positive way, because no new friends will hold you back in life. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm kind of doing it. I think it kind of looked good. I had to clean it up a little bit, you know. I think, But yeah, I think it's time that people of influence take responsibility for what they're saying and what messages they are putting out into the community. Because no new friends is very hurtful. I mean, it seems very innocent and it's like a good song, like, yeah, no new friends. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds catchy and it has like a catchy twist to it. However, when it comes down to it, it's very detrimental in putting that into the atmosphere of we can't accept people that are new in our lives. Because I think like that was, I don't know about now in today's society, but I know for me and like my friends, like we took that very serious. Like, oh yeah, no new friends. We don't do new friends. New friends is not good. Like, if you gotta, like, it's bad to have a new friend. If you have a new friend, then you're not good. You can't have any new friends in our circle. Period. That's how we were. Like, we don't do that. If you do that, then we not gonna like them. We don't like new friends. Like, that's how it was literally taken that extreme. And just to imagine, like, if that wasn't the, and I just remember, like, during that time, everybody was going around saying that. They were literally going around, no new friends, and taking pictures and, like, just putting that out in the atmosphere, and just, like, how harmful that is. And harmful it was. To all of us. It was very harmful. Because we're putting that out there and saying we're not gonna have no new friends, and we didn't have we didn't have any new friends. So I'm stuck in the same social circle, the same group of people that I've known forever. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't cultivate those relationships and have relationships with those people as well, but you should also be open to the idea of new ones as well. Real new to this, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, so another thing that I want to talk about is another thing that I want to talk about, and that I've been really learning about in this journey of life that I'm in right now, in this position that I'm in right now, is the whole protecting your energy and protecting your space, and how important it is. Because a lot of times we think that certain people or certain things are important to us and that we have to deal with them. And that's not always true. We have the power to protect ourselves and protect our environments and what's going on around us. One second. And we have to protect what's going on around us, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm very sensitive to the things that go on around me and the things that go on with the people around me. And I've learned that I have to be protective of that space and what's going on around me. And you can't take on somebody else's energy. And that even goes for social media. I was just talking to my boyfriend the other day about it, because I just had like this epiphany about the whole social media and how we have just like you have the power to control what's going on in your life and your environment and the energy that you're putting in, you have the power to control your social media too. So if something is triggering to you, as far as something on social media, say a person that has a business and is successful and that's triggering to you, or for me, I know I can't follow gossip sites or like the shade room, or just different things that have a lot of negativity on it, because it just affects me and puts that negative aspect on me as well. Like, I don't watch TV anymore, because watching different things such as Love and Hip Hop or Basketball Wives and things like that, as much as I loved to watch it, it just felt like putting that energy into my life wasn't that healthy and wasn't good for me. So I had to stop watching that kind of stuff and take it out of my life. And it's been like some years now since I've stopped watching that. Like, I have no idea who's on those TV shows anymore, what goes on them anymore, or anything. But I just recently stopped following like the shade room, because of just the negativity that not because of the shade room per se, but like the negativity that a lot of people are putting out on the shade room, such as always having something negative to say about a celebrity. Like, I don't want to judge anybody else's life, because I don't know what I would do in that predicament, and you have to be very careful of that. It was very triggering to me to see just all the negative news that they put out. Like, I don't watch the news for some of the reasons that they put out, like killings and things like that. Like, I think it's important to be aware of what's going on, but not like to surround yourself with it. Like, I don't want to know that, personally, like, I don't want to know that different things, like, for example, I'll just say like a mother killed their kids or something. Like, that's triggering to me. Like, I don't want that into my space. I don't want to bring that negativity into my environment, because I believe like spirits travel. Like, that spirit of depression can come onto me because I'm just surrounding myself with it. But if I surround myself with positive things, then positive things will come onto me. So instead of following things like the shade room, which I used to love and I still love because it was so funny. Like, the internet is hilarious, and I think the shade room really brings that out, but it also brings out a negative side as well, and that I just couldn't handle. I just can't handle. And I have to be honest with myself that I can't handle that. And whatever it is for you, you may be able to handle the shade room. I mean, my mom, my boyfriend, all of them, they handle it, and they handle it fine. But me personally, I just don't do well with it. Okay. Don't do well with it at all. Oh, y'all. Wow. Like, I'm surprised about how good this looked. I was not expecting it to look like this, y'all. Wow. Wow, sir. So yeah, like, the protecting your space is something that I'm constantly working on, and I think that's gonna always be something for everybody, because it's gonna be I believe it's gonna be always something that affects you protecting your space, and it's different levels to protecting your space. I think once you master one part of protecting your space, other parts come forth. So like I said, I mean, it started off with me as protecting my space through television and not watching certain television shows, to now it's now I am protecting my space through social media, because I never, like I said, I never really thought about how you can protect your space through social media. Like, it never really occurred to me like that's a thing, and that's what people do, is protect your space through social media. Like, I don't know, like, I just figured, like, you know, I can't control what people put on social media. I just thought, like, you know, I can't control what people put on social media. Like, they can put on whatever they want to, and yeah, like, I have to watch, I have to follow, and that's not true. Like, you don't have to look at people's social media. You don't have to follow them. Like, it's not a must that you follow somebody on social media. It's not a must that I be on the shade room and spending so much time on there. Like, that's not a necessity. God didn't say, Kyra, you gotta be on the shade room social media every day looking at everything negative that people put up there. Like, no, this is your life. You only get one life, and if you have to protect your space to be the best person that you have to be, go ahead and do that, sis. Like, why not? Like, even people, like, it's certain people that you may have to mute. You may not want them to know, like, they're muted. You may, like, and you may not want to unfollow them, so you may mute them so that they don't trigger you or whatever. Because I've seen it online, where when I first like thought about social media, where the girl just was honest with her friend, like, you're a trigger to me, like, you look like your life is all together and mine's is not where I want it to be right now, and I just can't follow you right now and look at that. And I love you to death, but it's a trigger. And I think as times change and as we grow as individuals, different people are going to have different triggers, and you have to be open to knowing that protecting your space is always changing. It's an evolution of things. It's not, okay, now that I cut people off of my TV, off on TV, and I don't watch them on TV no more, like, I'm good. Like, no, you have to be willing to grow with yourself and continuing protecting your space. And that doesn't mean you have to be mean about it or anything. Like, you can be very polite about it, or you can like keep it to yourself that you have to do this. Like, it's your journey. It's nobody else's journey. This is your life. You only get one life, and you want to make it the best, healthiest possible life that you can honestly have. So I've been talking for a minute, so I'm just gonna hurry up and finish my face. I mean, this is pretty much the everyday makeup that I do, and then I'll come back when I finish my eye. So now that I have finished my face makeup, I am ready to start underneath the eyes and wrapping up the eye look. And I also just wanted to kind of wrap up this conversation that we've had in this video today, and just kind of talking more about the Billionaire Corner with you guys. So I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna take an angle brush just so I can get more precise with this and look back at this picture, because I want it to be right, girl. So pretty much, you know, I'm just hoping that with this so I'm really hoping that with this Billionaire Corner, that it will allow for all of us to grow and mature and become better people, and to help do life together and create a community of, you know, just a positive community of people on my channel, just discussing like positive stuff and different stuff that you may go through, you know, because I believe like community is very important. I believe like a lot of the difficult things that we go through in life, we can get through them because of the people that we have in our corner. And without them in our corner and helping us and giving their knowledge and sharing their knowledge, then it just makes life more difficult. And we're not able to really advance like we should or progress. So I'm just hoping that this could be like a positive outlet for everyone on my channel to commune, you know. And I've been really into that lately, like just creating a community of people that are positive and on the same page with you. Like I've even started like a group with my cousins. I just didn't believe it's important to cultivate positive relationships. And that's what I mean like earlier when I was talking about the whole no new friends thing and how dangerous that is, because you know, it could be somebody that has so much knowledge for you to learn, and you're just so unopen to it that you will never get that knowledge because you're just so focused on, I'm not accepting no new friends. And I'm just so big on community and having people that that can teach me and relate to me. I've been really big on that lately. And like I said, like even with my family, in creating a group for us to commune together and grow together and talk together and create a vibe and a love for one another, where we can talk about anything and everything. and just show up for each other, because a lot of times people don't know how to, we don't create a safe space for people to show up for us. And I want to like create that safe space. Like I even want to start doing like when I do these videos, having an advice section where I'm answering questions and giving advice on my perspective and what I've gone through and what I've learned through life. Like I would love to do that. I would love to help people out with that. So I'm just hoping that, you know, with this segment on my channel, that we can do that, like really grow together and learn together, and come up with different topics. So like if down below you can put down any topics that you would want me to talk about or discuss, I would love that, sis. Or give you my opinion on. I look like a peacock. Like a pretty little peacock. Like a pretty little peacock. Last thing I'm going to do, because in the picture she has like white in her eyeliner and I ain't got none, so I'm going to take some white that I have and put this right here on my eyelid. Don't do this if you're scared, girl. This ain't really hitting it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my medium deep, what is this? I'm going to take my MAC mineralizing powder in medium deep, and I'm just going to take any fluffy brush and I'm just going to go over my whole face with it and removing all of the excess powder and buffing it out. Making sure that everything is smooth. Then gonna take my MAC Fix Pro in lavender. It smells good, that's why I like it. Next thing I'm gonna, well, a couple things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Nars in Ibiza, and I'm gonna highlight the inner corners of my eye right here. And it kind of like brightens this yellow up right here. And opens up the eye a little bit more. And we're also going to highlight my nose like this little brush. I'm going to take the Sahara palette and I'm going to take Yara and a little towel for blush right here. Then go back in the Ibiza palette and highlight my cheekbones. It's so good. I love that thing. Then I'm going to take the Nars then I'm going to take the Nars Climax mascara and just coat the top and bottom lashes, because it doesn't look like she has any lashes on in this look. Thing we're going to do is lips, and her lips are going to look a little bit different from mine because I don't really like that. I don't really like that brown color on her lips, but whatever. So I'm going to take the MAC pencil in chestnut, I think this is. Yep, chestnut. And I'm gonna line my lips. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Kylie Jenner Coco K lipstick and put on the outside and rub it in. Then I'm going to take the Kylie Jenner Dulce K liquid lipstick and put it right here in the middle. Blend it out, and I'm going to go back in with chestnut and do the outer areas and just blend. You guys, how did I do? Did I do well? So so this is the final look, you guys. What you think? Comment down below and tell me what you guys think. I think I did a great job. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the Billionaire Corner on my channel. If you did, comment below telling me what you liked about it, any topics that you have. Send me any looks that you think I should try to achieve. If you follow along or did this look on your own, then send me I want to see how you did, sis. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and always I'm sending you guys lots of love, peace, and prosperity. And don't forget to secure the bag and look good while doing so. Okay.